welcome back to our series playthrough of Zelda. Yes, I edited my intro again. Wanted to make it a bit better than it was before, and I think I did pretty good with that. But today we're going to be going into the temple, so we got some story. This episode is going to be a lot of story, so be prepared. Ah, you must be the Hylian Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here.
Yeah.
I am King Dorfan, the ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that a Sheikah slate? Now that I've gotten a good look at you, it is all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion, Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link, that champion. So that's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence we should cross paths. Cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I have heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. I lost my memory. Come again? You say that you've lost your memory? But surely you must remember my precious daughter, Mipha, yes? Do you not? Doesn't ring a bell. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, yet you do not remember her? Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. Ha ha ha, that's a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorfan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Nay, the all of Hyrule is to be swallowed by sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians must put away their differences. Have you forgotten, my king? 100 years ago, they abused the power of ancient technology, and that's not the least of it. It is their fault Lady Mipha was lost to us. Link. Divine Beast Varuta has great power. It has the unique ability to cause infinite water. As of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, for Zora, water and air are as one. As you would think, it would not be quite as critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of exploding. If the reservoir bursts, it will soon I fear cause immense damage. Will not befall only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. Their Hylians lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying out once again. The divine beast Varuta. Your Princess Zelda often studied the divine beast, that is, before the time of the time before the Great Calamity. According to the research, the orbs are the ones that control the water it generates. However, they require electricity. The orbs are clearly out of control now because there's no electricity coursing through to stop them. Sagan, who is quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to electricity. Perhaps we could not safely strike it enough with electricity at once. The water soon returned to its normal force. That is why I went and searched for a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, Hera, I beg of you, help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Princess Zelda instructed you herself to board Divine Beast and appease them? So then, Princess Zelda's alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we can regain control of the Divine Beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon. I did not know you had such ambitions. Wow, wonderful. Naturally, I shall help you. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of, faith or something. Custom armor, painstakingly crafted by each generation Zora princess for a future husband. As long as you wear this, you can swim up waterfalls. Please take care of it. King Dorphan. Surely you do not intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to their future husbands. Princess Mipha made that one with her own hands. Is important. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him, so why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Muzu is not easily swayed. You must understand he was in charge of educating my dear Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since he lost her to the Calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we need to appease Ruta, but now he's run off. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. So I suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Muzu is likely down at the square below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. Yeah, so there's something about Mipha that Muzu and I don't know if we knew it, but Muzu didn't know this about Mipha, and we're gonna find out. But there is this chest over here that I want to grab, which is a silver shield, which is one of the Hylian or one of the Zora shields. I do want to grab this because it's a stronger shield, and yeah, and apparently I never took a picture of the soldier shield. So I'm going to do that, and then I want to drop down the silver shield and take a picture of that as well. And then pick that back up. So we're going to go down here to the square and see what's going on with Sidon and Muzu. And I tend to not talk during the cutscenes because they aren't that loud, so I don't want to interrupt them. So you're able to hear all the cutscene. Anyways, here we are. Muzu, please listen. You came all the way down here, but it was all in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Rude. Listen well, Muzu, there is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know myself at this time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No. You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie, not this Zora. How could Lady Mifa possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? Facts are clear, he remembers nothing even when he looks upon Mifa's statue. It is the truth, Muzu, that you never knew it, but he was ever in Mifa's heart. Now we're gonna get another cutscene. This is my favorite memory in the game.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, all getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this calamity cannot in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
Best memory in the whole game. It's my favorite. What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You were quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mifa, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There is no way you remembered her just now, and when it is most convenient. In any case, without solid proof, I cannot believe you. If you have such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows, yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. So, what you want to do now is go to your inventory and put on the Zora armor you were given. And then speak to him again. Muzu, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing. You really think a change of clothes is going to make me... Eh? What is that? Is the Zora armor for before? Lady Mifa made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to and who she made this special armor for. The fact that it fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mifa made it for him and him alone. You've always disliked Hylians even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mifa never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, you've already found it. I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I'm a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder is called Ploymus Mountain, and there you will find Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean that Lionel. He is a man beast, that one. That beast does indeed weed shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need, at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I have no doubt that he will be triumphant. Okay, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Playmus Mountain is up the waterfall. Using the new Zora armor can come in handy if you can swim at waterfall basins. I will wait for you at the East Reservoir, wiped by the Divine Beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows, then come join me. I'll be there. Oh, wonderful. Together we can do this. Now, this is going to be quite the journey to get up there and quite the experience to try and get all these shock arrows because I have to be very, very sneaky. But first, I want to go up these steps. Well, not only because this is the quickest way up there, but also because there's this lady over here that gives me a specific task. I really need a picture of a Lionel. It can be any picture of a red mane Lionel, not just the one on the mountain. She had more dialogue before this, but didn't get it. So what do you say? Can you give me a picture of a Lionel? Sure. I'm glad that was settled so quickly. See, there's this fool in the domain who goads people into jumping off Shatterback Point on Ploymus Mountain. It is an incredibly dangerous jump, and the guy pressures people into jumping off by testing their courage. He's a real bottom feeder. If this keeps up, someone is surely going to wind up horribly injured. I need a picture of Lionel to show everybody how scary they are. That way maybe people will stop going up there. Does that answer your question, Link? I'll leave the details to you. Just bring me a picture of a Lionel so I can describe them in terrible detail. Thank you. So this is a very important quest, and you'll find out after I complete it. And I actually ended up contemplating smashing that box, but I chose not to. I don't think really anything important is in there. Maybe a couple arrows. But the quickest way up to this mountain is going across this bridge. And across this bridge, you can see the waterfall in the background there. But, that's the quickest way to get up there, is going up through the waterfalls. But, that quest is really important, and you'll find out why shortly. She gives you a really good item for completing it. So I just want to quickly swim over here. I could have, like, glide over here, but I guess I just chose not to. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I apologize for not getting a video out until way later. I had a lot of stuff going on. Like, it took forever to record all this, and then I had a lot of real life issues going on, and that interfered with me recording and editing, and it's just a whole load of mess. Over here are some big hardy radishes though, so I do want to take these. But yeah, it was just a whole load of mess. So this video is getting out really, really late, and I really apologize for that. But we're here now. So as you can see, there's already a shock arrow on the tree. There's actually 2 shock arrows on the tree. I didn't grab the lizard because I didn't realize it was running away at the time. But all across these trees and, oh yeah, I need to sneak up here. But, all across these trees up here and the rocks that are going to be up here, there's going to be shock arrows galore. And before I get up here completely, I do want to put on my other part of the Shike, outfit, because that'll put me in full stealth mode. So I want to have as much sneak mode as I can, because that's going to be very, very helpful. Just want to try and make sure. And then I actually forgot that he's not going to be up here until I activate the cutscene. So yeah, there he is. This guy is very scary. He hits really hard. And yeah, I do not want to mess with him. I really do not want to mess with this guy, so I go around sneaking a lot for this part of the video. And now I'm going to go ahead and take the picture that I need. I don't know why I replaced the picture. I think it was just what I did at the time. I just clicked really fast. I want to get up here and I need to unsneak to grab this. And I didn't realize that I need to take a picture of these arrows at the start, but later on I do get a picture of them. And I could have ran over here and grabbed those arrows before he walked past that rock, but I didn't. I think there's an arrow over there on that rock as well, but I don't see it. I don't grab it for some reason. Like, I don't grab it when I come back down from up here. I know there's a lot of shock arrows up here on this hill, so I'm trying to, like, be careful and make sure he doesn't see me while I'm going up here. I'm pretty good to go after I get up here, so I can run. And up here on this tree, there's 4 of these arrows, which are really nice. And she was talking about people are making them jump off this peak here, which is not very cool, because they have to go past the freaking Lionel. And you saw how many arrows we had, so I just want to get a few more before we leave. Well, I want to get as many as we can possibly get out of this area because we're going to need them. All the shock arrows are definitely going to come in handy for this future fight. I see him down there, so I have to pause for a little bit before I go back down. There's a shock arrow in this tree that I want to grab. I have to be really sneaky. And then that guy runs away and I get scared that I'm gonna get caught. At this point, I think I lost him. And I was just trying to figure out where he was. Because I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is. Okay. I want to get these arrows over here on this tree. I think he comes up right up to this rock. And then, like, I have to really, really heavily avoid him around this rock. Yeah, he's coming up pretty dang close. These would have been really good pictures for him for the compendium, but I knew I was going to get caught if I tried to take a picture of him. I gotta be super sneaky. I do not want to get seen by this guy, or it's gonna be my death wish. As I head back over to this side of the rock, because he's gonna be turning. Okay, now I'm free to go. That bird scared me. I thought I was gonna get caught. Over here, I was trying to find him again, but he was over there. Honestly, I just make a bolt for it over here. And I saw shock arrows over on that tree. I have 34 now. I'm just trying to get as many as I can. So I see the shock arrows over there on the tree. And this is when I find out that I didn't scan them. I'm just trying to find them right now. There he is. I want to wait until this guy walks around. How is everybody's day going? Hope you all are enjoying this series. Today's episode is going to be like full of a lot of cutscenes and a boss fight and a lot of fights in general, honestly. There, well, not too many like big fights, but like just a lot of like smaller fights and then the boss fight. The boss fight's gonna be the biggest fight. And it went pretty well. I'm not gonna spoil too much of it because I already know what happens because it's pre-recorded and then I have to record over it or voice record over it. But it went pretty well. Okay, here I think I got most of the arrows I can get. There's just one on this tree that I want to grab. I did take a picture of the shock arrow that was on that other tree before I grabbed it. It just didn't catch it in the footage. But now I just want to go back to, or go on to the Divine Beast fight. I got 36 arrows in total, which isn't bad. Would have liked a little more, but that's as much as I could get because I didn't see any more. But on we go. So I did check around to see if there were any more on the trees. But if you go right here, you can jump off there and land on this little peak. And then you can jump off this peak and you'll land right where you need to be. And I did do some really cool maneuver to get down faster. And here I forgot to put the Zora armor back on it first, and I forgot to put on the shock arrows. So I save as well before I put on the Zora armor or anything. And then I remember I gotta put the Zora armor on. And then I save again. I don't know why I saved again. Maybe because I put the Zora armor on. Anyways. Glad to see you're ready to go, Link. Are you ready for this? Do you have your Zora armor and enough shock arrows? And then, what? Not yet? That's not a good sign, my friend. I need to equip the shock arrows. Okay. You ready to go? There's no shock arrows. I'm ready. Wonderful. You never cease to amaze me, Link. Now then, let's go and appease the Divine Beast. Here we go. Gaze upon the Divine Beast's back. You see those glowing pink orbs? You will need to shoot each of them with a shock arrow. With your Zora armor, you now have the ability to ascend waterfalls, so I shall take you right up to the side of the Divine Beast. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Now hurry up and get on my back. I'm ready. Good answer. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm unstoppable in the water. I'll keep going at full speed. It's up to you to shout the arrow. It's undoubtedly ancient tower. It'll hurl ice blocks at us. We need to watch out for. I feel like throws up to you. So this you want to use
Can we
Cryonis
get rid of that ice?
to just break the block. It's that simple.
Shock arrows ready?
This is one of the coolest fights. I think it's my favorite fight in the game.
You did it! Now. We're getting close.
Waterfall again. And I actually go up the same waterfall on accident because I forget that there's a second waterfall and we have to go again.
Break that ice.
I almost didn't hit
Get those shock arrows.
this time I go with the right one.
Marvelous. Right, let's go. We must break that ice.
Now these ones are a bit more difficult because these ones chase behind me.
Here you go.
Now this is where things get difficult because he doesn't go around to the other side of the elephant for some reason. He did on my original playthrough, and so I forget that I need to go around to the other side
One more time.
and shoot the freaking things.
Watch that ice. Any shock arrows?
And I kept trying to go up the waterfall, but it wouldn't click. The button wouldn't work. Sorry, if you're hearing like a little noise, it's because I have a little Tamagotchi pet that I'm taking care of.
You hold on tight.
Let's go again, Sarah. And now we're on the right side of it. We got hit by that thing. And that one just exploded into the wall, so that one didn't count. And we got hit by that one. And I realized that my freaking thing was facing the wrong way. Like it was facing inwards and not outwards. I don't know how that happened. So that's why I couldn't hit them.
We're getting closer.
Okay, the last orb. Let's do this.
That's it.
Creation of the cutscene. Wow, that was astounding. Calm down for now. Wink, look, the water spouting for Ruta has slowed down. Ruta's floating higher now. You want to venture inside, right? I'll bring you closer. We're counting on you, hero. Do good work in there. Cutscene.
Well, Link, here we are. Looks like this is where the real work starts. Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow from this divine beast. Show the enemy no fear. I'll see you back at Zora's domain. Farewell.
Alright, inside Zora, the gate we go. Travel gate registered the map.
You're here. I must say that I am so happy to see that this day has finally arrived. Now, Ruta can be freed of Ganon's control. You'll need a map to prevent you from getting lost.
She also said that the guidance stone will give us all the information we need, but it cut that out. And here I want to switch back to normal arrows because I don't want to use all my shock arrows. Okay, let's do this. And I should have taken a picture of this guy because this is the Guardian Scout 1, but I forgot to do so. Knock out this eye to get rid of this. And you want to use Bionis here to open up this gate. Try to get it as far as over as you can so I can open this. And activate the terminal. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Divine Beast. Map distilling. Divine Beast controls have been enabled.
You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
Yeah. So in these temples, we're gonna activate 5 terminals to regain the main terminal access. And easily right here, there's one. So what we need to do is use Magnesis to turn this dial. Actually, I turned it the wrong way at first. But we want to turn this gear, and there is the first terminal. And it actually cuts out her saying, "Good job, there are 4 terminals remaining," unfortunately. But what can you do? She can slay authenticated, whatever. And now I'm gonna head up here to the 2nd floor. And there is quite a few things to do on the 2nd floor. I'm gonna head to the picture because I know there's a dude up here I need to take a picture of. Guardian Scout 2. And take this guy out. And I do want to throw away something. So let's just throw this away because these do count as non-metal weapons. Over here, there's a couple things I want to do. Yes, there is a terminal on this wheel, but there's also a few things I want to do with this wheel. And there's also a few things I want to do with the second wheel as well. Let's just go ahead and go up to the second one so you can see what's on it. But there's also this eyeball here that I need to destroy. Let's kill this fella. There we go. We can head on up here. So up here, there's another terminal and there's a chest. And we're gonna have to get this thing moving in order to get up there. Or in order to open this, I should say. But, right now, I want to go back. Oh, I wanted to fly over there. Or glide over there, but I forgot the glide button. And I just fell. So, yeah, that was dumb of me. So I had to walk all the way back up. But what I want to do here is I want to get on top of one of these. Not that one because it has stuff on it. But I want to get on top of this. And up here is a chest. With 100 rupees, always nice. And down there you can see the main control terminal, which is cool. But you can just see that from up here. But now we're gonna go back up here. I'm gonna get that control panel last, the one that's on the small wheel. And over here I want to go to the Hyrule Compendium, and I was making sure I remembered how to set the Sheikah sensor. But I want to go over here and set the chest as the sensor for right now. Because in the temples, you want to set the chest as the Sheikah sensor. Because it's going to be very useful. Now I gotta go back to the map and start raising the trunk to get this wheel going. And I couldn't remember exactly how far to raise the trunk, so I just went little by little. And it took me quite a bit to get it. I was also looking on both sides because I couldn't remember what side it was coming from. But this is where. Okay, now this wheel's gonna get moving. And what you want to do is you want to get stasis out. And you want to stasis this little ball at the bottom of this, because then that keeps the door for the terminal open. You want to stasis it just right, otherwise you won't have enough time to get in there and activate it.
There are 3 terminals remaining. You can do it.
And then I couldn't do it just yet because I didn't have my stasis ready. Because the stasis was still on the ball. And I actually ended up failing this a couple times. Trying to get the chest. But eventually I do get it. It just takes me a couple tries. See, I hit it too soon here. And by the time, and I actually forgot the jump button. Actually, I forgot I had to jump up here. So, that's also what caused me to fail that. So yeah, that was also a big factor in me not getting that chest open. But this time I do believe I get it open. Because I both give myself more time and I jump and get up there. And here's an ancient core, which is always nice. Because we do need those for a stasis upgrade. Now we're going to head back down here. And we want to climb this wheel. And by climbing this wheel, we can get up here and destroy this guy. And he actually has a weapon we've never seen before, which is a guardian spear. Unfortunately, I cannot take it. But I do take a picture of it. And we do activate this little waterfall, which, if you ride up it, you can get up to this chest. Which I do want to take what's in it out. Not only to scan it or take a picture of it, but also to get the chest notification off my Sheikah sensor. Because I prefer not having it on the Sheikah sensor. Sorry, I'm a bit tired today. Now we'll fall back down here. And what I want to do is glide down here. And there's a dude down here I need to shoot to get this chest. And get an ancient shaft, which is very nice. We'll climb up here just so I can start raising the trunk to get back up there, because you can't get up there normally. I do want to climb back down here to the chest though, because I have something as a barrier to hold me. And you just want to keep jumping. But now I want to lower this back down. I'm flying all the way here. And now I want to slowly slide down here and start raising the trunk. Because there's a very important thing in this trunk. There it is, the terminal. You basically just want to keep raising this until you're able to activate the terminal. I think one more and I'll be able to activate. Now there's a couple things to do up here. I actually went to the wrong side of this at first, because I can't actually get to this chest until I shoot this eye over here, which I thought I'd be able to reach, but I was not. And I tried to jump over there through there, but it did not work. But I do get a terminal done over here through this little hole. You want to take your magnesis and open this. And then you want to drag the trunk back. I dragged it back too much. Only need to drag it back once. And then I turned it the wrong way. Bam. There's that done. So it's time to activate this terminal.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
But there's still a couple things I want to do from getting off the trunk before I get that last terminal. We'll get this all the way back down. And do our gradual move up routine. This temple, well, I guess you could call it a temple. This one's pretty easy. It's not that difficult to start off with. It's like the first one you should do, actually. And I almost fall off here. But, this is definitely the first one you should start with, especially with the item you get from doing this. But, so I highly suggest starting with this one compared to all the other ones, because it's going to be very useful having this reward first. But, and it's also the easiest to do. So if you don't have, like, a lot of good weapons, it doesn't really matter that much. As long as you can damage it adequately and, in decent time, you'll be pretty fine to take it on. And over here, I actually missed fired there, so now I gotta go back. Which isn't fun. But, so, it's the easiest one to take on. So, it doesn't matter if you have super weak weapons or, anything like that, as long as you are good with dodging, and, which I honestly suck with dodging. But I do pretty decent, like, the first couple times I do get hit. But after that, I do pretty decent. So yeah. Yeah, back to raising the trunk. But it's a pretty easy, first dungeon. I would say it's my favorite dungeon, mainly because this is my favorite character in the game, Mifa. And she's my favorite character mainly because her story is so sad, and I feel really bad for her. And like, I wish that her story didn't have to end that way, because you'll find out at the end of what her end goal was wanting, like what she wanted as her last wish. But it's so sad. I think that's why she's my favorite character in the game. I do go down here and check things out, but I do cut a lot of that out because there was nothing down there. And down here up here on this wheel, there's a chest that I want to grab. It was covered in the blight, and I shot it down with, there was an eyeball on it, and I shot it down. So I want to go ahead and get this chest, and then there's one more chest I want to grab before we're activating the terminal. I also do cut out a lot of me failing to get this chest, because it took me a lot of attempts, and I didn't want to, like, leave all that into the video. Alright, here we go. You just want to keep running, because if you don't, you're likely to fall down. Okay, got it. Fire arrows times 10, nice. I really need fire arrows. I tend to use those a lot. And if you go down here, I try to go back up there, but if you actually go down here and use magnesis, there is a chest down there. So, yeah. There's an ancient spring, always nice. Because the ancient items you will need for a certain gear upgrade later on. And I highly suggest getting all the ancient stuff that you can. But now we want to go back over here, where we can get this terminal. So you can see it up there. And I tried to use stasis on it because I wasn't sure if I remembered how to do it. But what you want to do is you want to cryonis in here when it gets down here. Activate this.
You activated all the... There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful not to let your guard down.
Okay, and this is where the boss fight is. I actually go into the wrong direction here. But, this is where the boss fight is gonna commence. Well, not in this area, but this is the part where the boss fight commences. But hope you're all ready for it, because this is some of the coolest parts of the game. This is some of the coolest cutscenes in the game, is what the boss fights are. So I'm gonna be quiet now because it's about a cutscene.
Please take care. That thing is one of Ganon's creations. I put up as much of a fight as I could, but it proved to be my demise 100 years ago. Regardless, I have faith in you.
Okay, so I did take a picture of this guy because I want to get him in the compendium, and you only fight him once. Yeah, I almost get one shot here because I wasn't full health, and because I didn't have any buff potions. So I do take a extra heart food and a buff food for 4 minutes, so I'm able to better equip or better handle the attacks. And a good way of defeating this boss is to use shock arrows, because he's weak to them, because he is a water attacker or a water boss. But as you can see, I'm very bad at dodging attacks on the first hit. But actually block that one. You wanna, okay, he's down, so I wanna go up. I targeted on accident, and that's what cost me time. I can only get 2 hits in on him every time, or 3 hits technically. I can only get 3 hits in on him every time that I do knock him down. But as you can see with the buff food, I'm taking way less damage. And my bow actually broke here, so I have to get another one. And I do use my stronger bow for this, because it does a lot more damage. I forget when he goes into that water stage, I can't hit him. I did dodge that attack, thankfully. And he's going into stage 2 now. Now, for stage 2, what is going to be different is he raises the water, and he uses Cryonis blocks. But honestly, all I do for this is spam arrows, shock arrows, because I think it's the best strategy for this. And I do waste a shock arrow on this freaking ice block on accident. But this boss fight's pretty easy. Oh, that's again. That's the shock arrows. He's down. I don't want to cry on this. I just use shock arrows for the rest of it. It knocks him out before he gets cutscene. Man, talk about most dramatic death ever, am I right? God, these bosses have the most crazy death freaking things. Once you enter this, once you activate this, you won't be able to enter again. But another cutscene.
Hello, Link. Because of your courage, my spirit is now free. And Ruta as well. Thank you. For I am now allowed by this freedom to be with you once again. Since I am now a spirit, my healing power would be wasted on me. I have no need of it. So therefore, I would like you to have it. Please accept Mifa's grace. Yesterday, I was awash in a pool of tears. I had nearly given up hope and resigned myself to being trapped here as a spirit for the rest of eternity. But now you're here. All this time, my hope was to see you once more. Promise me that you will not hesitate to call upon my power if you ever find yourself in need. Knowing that will let my spirit rest in peace. I must go.
So are you editing?
Ruta and I have our roles to fulfill. We are both honored to be able to play the role of support. We'll annihilate Ganon together. Farewell. Save her, Link. Save the princess. Save Princess Zelda. A way to be useful to Link, and the other champions, of course. Our job will be to help Link as he fights Ganon inside the castle, however we can. Using your ability to drain Ganon of his power is key to our success. This is it. This will be our last chance, and everyone's last hope. If we seal him away, then we can restore peace to Hyrule. And both your duty and mine will be fulfilled. Father, are you well, I wonder? I want you to know I have always followed my heart.
Unfortunately, it cuts out the end of that, but we get Mifa's Grace, a restore of power from the spirit of Champion Mifa. When your hearts run out, you will automatically be resurrected with full hearts and temporary hearts. But unfortunately, it cut out the rest of what Mifa said. But what she said after that was she wishes that she could see her father even just once more. And it's so sad, honestly. We're coming up to the end of the video now, though. We are going to go see the king once more. I'm just trying to get the sensor back on, shrines. And I honestly forgot how to do it at first. But, we're gonna go back up, see the king in the story quest. It's just so sad. All she wants is to see her father once more. To let her know that she's okay now. Link, you did well to survive your trial. I have been awaiting your return. The violent downpour has disappeared, as has the Great Azor's domain. It is all a little more than a bad dream. Thanks to your effort, there is no longer any danger of a great flood laying waste to Hyrule. You appeased the divine beast Varuta and thusly saved Azor's domain. We are truly grateful, and what you did for us is more than we could have asked for. Link, I must sincerely apologize for my harsh treatment of you. That whole time you were thinking of Hyrule and Lady Mifa's well-being just like the rest of us. No problem, Muzu. All of the members of our council humbly fold our fins back in gratitude, along with the rest of our people. Perhaps the older generation of Zora, myself included, misunderstood Hylians. After all, it would seem so. That said, I would be overjoyed if you can find it in your heart to forgive me. If not now, then perhaps one day. Link, I must reward your efforts. Now then, I implore you to collect the treasure that's inside that chest over there. It was cherished by Mifa, a memento of sorts. I would like you to have it as a token of our friendship. Please take good care of it. By the way, Link, I see you're without your trusty blade, the sword that seals the darkness. Yeah. Did you perhaps lose it when you lost your memory? Perhaps. What? Is it truly lost? That is the legendary blade that only you, the Hylian champion, can wield. I have no doubt that it is resting somewhere in Hyrule, even now waiting for its master to return. Link, all of the Zora thank you from the depths of our hearts for your heroic actions. And you too, Sidon. As your father, I am proud of you for fighting the divine beast alongside Link. You have grown much recently. I know you will be a worthy heir when your time comes. Father, I thank you. The heavy rains are stopped and the divine beast is our ally once again. How glorious, truly splendid. Ha ha ha. Link, this is wonderful. It's a rough handshake. Link, thank you so much. Truly, I can never thank you enough. You've helped save our home from vanishing away. This calls for a top-tier expression of gratitude. Zoo, zoo, rah, 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 with all my heart. Thank you. Alrighty, that does it for that story quest. Now, there's a couple people that I want to talk to before ending this, and I also want to collect this. So, I do want to throw... What do I want to throw away? Well, I got two Guardian Swords, so... Maybe I can throw away the Moblin Club. Yeah. And get the Let's Go Trident, a Spear of Perilous Grace, cherished by the Zora champion Mifa, although Mifa was specialized in healing. Her spearmanship was also in its own, a class of its own. I do want to take a picture of this. Now, when it comes to the champions' weapons, I'm most likely not going to use them for a while because I want to make them last. But, there's a couple people I want to talk to, mainly this chick over here, and get a reward for the picture. Good evening, Link. How is that Lionel mission coming along? I have your picture. Oh wow, please show me. Why? My apologies. That sound was not very dignified, was it? Pardon me, I'm all better now. That Lionel, how terrifying. One look at this, and I doubt anyone will get any reckless ideas about Plumas Mountain. Thank you. I'll tell the children of the domain about this. Alright, now for your reward. These greaves have been passed down among the Zora for generations. It seems that they are crafted with dragon scales. Zora greaves were made... Okay. You may know... Okay. After this, a number of Hylians visited the domain, but my father shut down his shop. These Zora greaves were the last pair from the stockroom. Wearing these, even a Hylian could swim as fast as Zora. That said, these will be a waste on me. These are only useful for a Hylian. Please take good care of them. But yeah, she gives us part of the Zora gear outfit, which is very useful. I do collect all those snails. And now I was looking for one person that's usually down by these two pillars, but he was not here. So instead I went around and I saw these two kids over here. And I saw that one of them had like a little quest thing. Spear practice. Ha. I can't even jump high enough. That pedestal, I've seen it somewhere. Veal Falls. Want to be jumping high enough and pierce the pedestal. And if you talk to this little girl, la la la, a gift from the sky, a scale of light. Oh, you're the Hylian who helped our Prince Sidon. You're so handsome. Looks don't compare to Prince Sidon, of course, but you're not half bad. In fact, that song you want. A gift from the sky, a scale of light, splits the feet of Veil's Fall. Your trial awaits, just shining, it glows bright. Don't know what it's about. Mr. Trellis supposed to get the festival together. I wonder what's wrong with him. Did he forget? That is a shrine quest. But I'm gonna go over here and cook some food. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe, like, lets me know that you want to see more. See you all in the next one. Bye. I'm gonna cook some food off camera.